Collective, and welcome to FireStar Tarot. I am Empress Egypt. Welcome. So this will be a collective reading. We're just going to be tapping into the energy and see what messages Spirit has for you guys. Remember, take things here on my channel with a grain of salt. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, it's not. There are plenty of tarot readers here, and there are plenty of messages going around. So obviously, again, if it's not resonating for you, it means it's just not for you, okay? Before we get into your reading, you guys, if you do want to book a personal reading, my email is in the description box. Just send me an email and I'll gladly send you over a price list and we can go from there. Donations and tips are gladly appreciated. PayPal and Cash App are down below. So first up, collective, we do have Harvest Moon coming through. Wealth, rewards, and increase. So there is some form of wealth and increase coming to my collective. We will be clarifying all of these energies and find out exactly what's going on. We also have a theme, masculine energy boundaries, direct, okay? So direct actions, direct communication possibly could be coming through. We also have water moon, overwhelmed feelings and immersed with feelings, okay? So clearly this is a connection where there's lots of emotions here. Masculine is coming through with an action-oriented energy, being very direct. This masculine has really created the boundaries that's needed to, again, take the proper action here. This is masculine energy being very, very dominant, okay? Again, there's a lot of wealth, rewards, and increase here. So I do feel like this masculine has created some form of direction, circling wealth, circling increase, circling reward, okay? So again, this masculine energy is taking action, direction towards this reward, towards this increase, towards what masculine is picturing as wealth here. I also feel like this masculine has really had to create boundaries because there's some form of emotions that this masculine is going through. We will clarify and find out exactly what's going on. So this is a masculine reading is what I'm picking up on here, okay? I feel masculine energy, very, again, controlling. Not in a bad way, though, okay? Not in a bad way here. We do have the magic ring in reverse, commitment, lasting bond in reverse. So I feel like obviously this is communication coming through in forms of a connection that is in non-committal, you know, that the bond was broken here. We also have the feather energy in reverse. Again, not being able to free yourself from this masculine energy, okay? So collectively, you guys are dealing with a masculine energy, or this is masculine energy coming through. Again, there's an energy of being controlled by this masculine energy. And again, I don't feel it in a bad way, like physically that this masculine energy is controlling you. What I feel like here, collective, is that you feel like whatever is going on within this masculine energy that you feel attached to, you feel like this energy controls you. You feel like, again, you know, this is non-committal, this is flaky energy, but yet you want this masculine to take action. You want this masculine to have emotions with you. And also to, again, take it how it resonates. This masculine can have a whole lot of emotions to you and want to be taking action because of these emotions, seeing you as an increase, seeing you as a reward. Or you can be seeing this or wanting this with this masculine. Again, take it how it resonates. Don't make things fit. But obviously there's non-committal here, okay? So this is some form of separation, whether this is actually in union or not. Point is there's separation here, okay? There's a breaking of a bond here. Again, being caught up in the negatives of whatever this is with this masculine, feeling, again, like you're entrapped by this masculine's energy. We have timing grounding this at the bottom of the deck with right timing, quick and soon, okay? So there is fast action coming through. This time is not only divine timing, but this is fast action, okay? So fast, this is taking place. We have the spider web in reverse next, right? Releasing yourself from feeling trapped, okay? So yeah, very interesting. I do feel like overall, collectively, this reading is really pertaining to fast action that's being taken surrounding this entrapment with this energy, with this masculine energy, okay? So let's clarify here. Let's find out what's going on within all of these energies, okay? So clearly I want to tap into this masculine energy first here and find out how this masculine's feeling so we can kind of go ahead and get that out of the questions, right, out of here. All right, so really quick, sorry you guys. All these cards are all over the place, I apologize. So yeah, I want to see where this masculine energy is at first, and then we'll clarify the other cards when it comes to, again, you know, how this masculine is seeing reward or what this masculine is seeing as reward. It could be you, it could be money. Again, we'll tap into this. Obviously, this masculine is dealing with a lot of emotions here. an overwhelming energy of emotions. Okay, so really immersed within emotions. I feel like this masculine has tapped into his feminine, possibly could have even been a little unbalanced emotionally here within this current energy. Again, a commitment, a bond broken, you know, and being stuck. A lot of emphasis on being stuck with this masculine. So let's see what's going on within this masculine's energy. Let's see what's going on within the boundaries, and of course, what actions this masculine is going to be taking here, Spirit. What is this masculine energy about? Let's go ahead and clarify. No in reverse. So no longer saying no, no longer denying here. Okay, what else is this masculine taking action towards, Spirit? Let's go ahead and clarify, please, what this masculine is taking action towards, please. Third party in reverse. So removing themselves from a third party situation and no longer rejecting these emotions that this masculine has been feeling. Very interesting, Spirit. What else do we have for this masculine energy? Okay, we also have unstable and dancing through my dreams. So yeah, things within this third party dynamic just were not stable, okay? And so there is a denial when it comes to this third party, but there's no longer denying emotions. And now this masculine has created boundaries within this karmic dynamic. Again, this karmic dynamic was very unstable. So this masculine says, okay, you know what? No longer am I going to be in this third party situation. No longer am I going to be in a connection that is unstable. No longer am I going to create this energy for myself, right? This inconsistency, this lack of stability, right? Lack of success, rocky finances, right? Again, really releasing from the third party here and no longer denying something that they've denied for a long time, okay? We also have dancing through my dreams. So clearly, collective, you are on this masculine's mind here, okay? And obviously dancing through my dreams energy, you've been dancing through this masculine's dream. So there's an energy of feeling immersed with emotions with how they felt for you here, but holding back these emotions for a really long time, possibly being in a third party situation that was unstable, but also feeling unstable because, again, hiding emotions, not being able to really express emotions here. So again, no longer denying these feelings, no longer denying, again, the emotions, the overwhelming, immersed emotions here within how they're feeling for you, okay? Spirit, anything else when it comes to this masculine energy? Let's go ahead and finish off this deck, Spirit. Show me how this masculine is feeling. Let's finish off this deck, Spirit. Alone. So this masculine, look, commitment phobia is grounding this energy. So this masculine definitely had commitment phobia. Maybe this masculine got into this third party situation because this third party didn't expect things, or not even expect, but it's almost like, and I guess you could use expectations here. It's almost like you almost demanded more from this energy, okay, collective? And so this energy goes to something that's not so demanding, okay? Maybe you guys collectively just really knew your value and knew, you knew exactly what it was that you wanted, and this person was maybe still conflicted and confused. And so maybe this person pulled away and went into a connection that, again, was not so stable because, again, they didn't have to be expected to do things or feel like they were, gonna have to grow when, was expected to grow kind of energy. I know it's all over the place, but I'm feeling a few things with this masculine energy. Obviously, this masculine energy has a lot of intimacy towards you, has a lot of attraction for you. There's a lot of emotions, steamy emotions here, okay? So there's intense chemistry that I'm feeling within this connection. Yes, this masculine does feel alone. Yes, this masculine is conflicted, obviously, when it comes to trust, okay? Trust issues. So I do feel like this masculine was conflicted with whether or not they could actually trust you. Again, trust the expectations of the connection or what you were expecting them to bring to the table. I feel like they took it as expectations, but it was actually just standards, okay? Again, just a different perception. This person may have been more in their ego, this masculine, but at this point, they're no longer in that ego. At this point, they've removed themselves from the ego. They're more focused on their feelings. There is definitely a lot of feelings that they've held back here when it comes to how they felt for you, even within this karmic, right? This karmic relationship, this learning lesson. Again, they had to really hold back these feelings here. So now they're conflicted on whether or not you're going to trust them, whether or not they can trust you, whether or not they're trusting the conflictions, right? Whether or not them pulling out of this karmic relationship and feeling this immerse overflow of emotions for you, whether or not they can trust these emotions. Yes, they're no longer wanting to refuse lose. They're no longer wanting to say no here, but they're still conflicted on whether or not they should trust themselves here, okay? We do have messages coming through in conflicting energy, so I do want to clarify these messages real fast and find out what messages they do have for you, okay? Spirit, let's go ahead and tap into this masculine's energy and what message is it that they want to communicate to my collective here? What messages do we have for my collective coming from this masculine energy? Spirit, what messages does this masculine have for my collective? We are going to finish the deck, you guys. You guys know me. I finish out a complete deck for the cycle, okay? Bottom of the deck, we do have my family is breathing down my back, outer influence, okay? So clearly this family dynamic within this masculine energy is very a part of this masculine's life, right? Maybe this is the third party breathing down their back. Maybe their mother or their father or their sisters or their aunties have a lot of say-so within the dynamic. And so it just feels like a lot of pressure is being kind of, you know, put on this masculine's back. So there's a few messages that came through from this masculine here. We do have, I'm trying to build up the courage to call communication. So again, just confirming no communication separation. This masculine, again, you've been dancing through their dreams here, collective. This masculine thinks about you a lot and they do want to communicate. They are releasing themselves from a karmic situation so that they can communicate because again, they've held some things back here. And they are wanting to communicate how they feel. We also have regrets. Why did I not see it then? So definitely sometimes, you know, we have to go into karmic cycles, learning lessons to see things that we didn't see before, the things that we were blinded to. So, you know, it's about accepting the decisions that were made and learning the decisions, why the decisions were made and noticing the patterns so that they can be addressed and to remove, you know, the energy of regret. The last thing you want to do is live in regret. So definitely cross-watch your masculine energy. If you're living in regret, don't have regrets, learn from it, okay? Learn from it and utilize it so you don't repeat the same steps again. Karmic relationship, this doesn't feel right. This is why they're denying the karmic, okay? This is why they're pulling out of the karmic relationship because they know it's not right. It's not where their emotions really are. They've been hiding back the way they feel. They've been hiding back these emotions. Again, they've been secretive with these emotions and now there's no denying it. For some reason, this masculine is really tapped into his emotions and there's a lot of emotions coming out of this masculine right now. We have your dream come true, hope, wishes, and dreams. So this masculine feels like collective that you are a dream come true, okay? That you would create the total fulfillment, happiness, and success. This masculine could also be having dreams about you here. We also have you just cut me off completely, ghosted. So I do feel like here recently, collective, a lot of you guys may have really pulled your energy back from this masculine, maybe waiting for this masculine for a really long time, or maybe just not having communication. Maybe you just, again, I feel like your standards, collective, here were very true. You had standards. And so again, you may have put your foot down. If you did not ghost this person, maybe this person ghosted you. And so there's an energy of feeling the regret from just cutting you off and ghosting you. And again, them not being able to shake this energy in the way they feel for you, things just not feeling right within this karmic dynamic, them really dreaming and hoping and wishing for better things here, including communication, including, you know, building things up here, right? Building up the courage to communicate, building up the courage to, again, take action towards you here. So a lot of emotion coming from this masculine energy. Again, grounding this was that commitment phobia. They were afraid to commit to you. They did commit to someone else and it's not at all what they expected or at least what they feel they deserve here, okay? Again, remember, collective, that this is all about the right timing. Fast action is taking place. Again, I feel like this masculine is really addressing his emotions here or her emotions. Again, energy is fluid. Masculine meaning, you know, the logical one, the more dominant, you know, logical one here. So yeah, let's dive a little bit deeper here. Let's clarify a little bit more. Let's clearly clarify this harvest moon, this wealth, the rewards, this increase. Let's take a look at what this masculine is really, you know, really envisioning as far as wealth goes, as far as this increase goes, okay? Spirit, what do we have here for this harvest moon energy? What's going on with this harvest moon? We have abandonment in reverse, no longer abandoning things, okay? So this masculine knows in the past he may have had a fear of commitment. He may have had a, or maybe even too in the past, you know, dealing with you, maybe you had a fear of abandonment. And so this masculine felt that, and it came across as needy to this masculine, when in all actuality, it could have just been, that, you know, this person wasn't communicating with you. And so because you didn't have communication, you couldn't, you know, different strokes for different folks. Regardless, there was a lot of fears here when it circles abandonment, when it circles intimacy and commitment. I do feel like, obviously, you know, where this masculine was at, this is what they attracted with that karmic, okay? So they're in a situation which is very similar to how they treated you, okay? So it's an energy of having to go through things that they were doing to others. They had to physically go through it to be able to understand it, okay? And that's what this energy is. So the increase is this masculine has become more in touch with his emotions. Therefore, he's able to see that he has abandoned things, and he no longer wants to run away from things that may be challenging, or maybe not necessarily even challenging, maybe just overwhelming, okay? Again, I feel like this masculine felt a lot of emotions with you and pulled away because this masculine could have been a little bit afraid of what those emotions were. We also have must list in conflicting energy. So right now, basically what's taking place within this masculine's energy is there is a lot of things that this masculine is not happy with within the karmic dynamic. This is why things aren't working out within the karmic, right? This is why this masculine is pulling away from this karmic, because again, he's learning, or she is learning the things that they must have, okay, by the things that they don't have in this connection. Also by the things that they don't have with you that they've lost, okay? So right now they're really conflicted, but they are figuring out, again, what is it that they are willing to deal with and not deal with? What is it that they must have and they're just not willing to have, okay? Spirit, let's go ahead and take a look at this water moon here, this overwhelming feelings, these immersed emotions here with this masculine. Let's go ahead and finish the deck off, Spirit. Thank you. So we do have later, dude. So yeah, most definitely, okay? There's a lot of emotions here because this masculine is also leaving behind a family, leaving behind a karmic relationship, and conflicted by emotional intimacy right now, okay? This masculine definitely is really emotional because this masculine has really figured out how to love himself here. He's really learned what it is that he's willing to accept and not accept. Again, back to the must-haves in the conflicting energy. He knows, or she knows, that where they're at with this karmic is the wrong person. They know it's not right. They're not comfortable being alone though, okay? They are going to go ahead and pull away from this karmic. They are leaving this karmic. They're just afraid of being alone, but they are going to be facing this fear of being alone. We already saw the alone come up. So I will be clarifying this alone even more, because now we have another card signifying the fear of being alone, okay? I also feel like with this conflicting emotional intimacy here, I do feel like this masculine is conflicted on how to heal, because right now they're dealing with a lot of emotions. I feel like there's something else taking place within these emotions. It's not just the emotions of how they feel and what they're losing and what it is that they deserve. There's something else going on between this, or going on within this masculine's energy that's really creating even more emotions. So we're going to clarify here. This is about doing shadow work though. Again, it's about finding self-value here. This masculine is having to walk away from something and hurt someone just as they have in the past. They're having to abandon something that they are no longer feeling serving, right? This masculine's very conflicted. Yeah, deal breakers, very conflicted here. Very conflicted again on a lot of things. So it's important to understand here, collective, that this masculine is pulling away from this karmic, but they're going to have to be alone to figure out these things, right? Now that they've figured out what they don't want within this karmic relationship, there could be a chance that this masculine comes rushing in really quickly because it's been I've held back how I feel. I want to rush in. I want to communicate. They're trying to build up the courage to communicate. But again, it's a little bit scary because this masculine does need to be alone to fully make sure that what he's feeling is what he's feeling before he, again, if he doesn't attain the full value within this there's a fear of being alone here, okay? And when you have a fear of being alone, there's a sense of codependency, needing someone else to fulfill you emotionally because you're not happy alone. So this masculine needs to be alone. This masculine needs to tap into self-love and self-value to bring value to a connection, to bring value to you, okay? Spirit, what's going on with this magic ring, this commitment in reverse, this bond that's been broken here? Why has this bond been broken here? What's going on with this commitment broken? Let's go ahead and finish the deck, Spirit. Trigger. So overreacting, responding rather than responding rather than reacting, avoid decisions based on fleeing emotions, okay? So again, I do feel like, okay, interesting enough, we have total connection as well, conflicted by, wow, mingling, okay? So I'm going to be honest with you. I do feel like this masculine could, yeah, grass is no longer greener on the other side, right? The grass isn't greener on the other side. Okay. And I think for a lot of my masculines tapping into this reading, this is kind of what Spirit's trying to say for you masculine, for you cross watchers out there, that when you leave this karmic and you go into this energy of being alone, do not go into a connection because you're afraid of being alone. Do not go into a connection thinking it's going to be better than what you were just in. Okay. And the reason for that is because you can have a connection with someone, and that connection, because there's so much emotions involved, again, these emotions that you've been hiding, right? These emotions that you've been holding back. If you allow the gates to open, right, those flooding emotions are just going to come out. And you could find yourself in a alternate situation, meaning, you know, for the first time, masculine could be more of the codependent and clingy one, okay? So this is why it's important that this masculine learns how to be, again, good alone, right? Not having a fear of this being alone. So this commitment's broken within this karmic, okay? And interesting enough, there is a connection, okay? They do want a connection where they feel like they are on the same page with someone. They want to be with someone who's very like-minded here, someone who has the same type of ideas, views, and demeanor. Obviously, they want compatibility. Okay, they don't want to argue. They don't want toxicity here. Again, coming from this abandonment, I feel like a lot of people have been clingy with this masculine. And so there's a fear of clinginess. There's a fear of neediness. So it's almost about this masculine learning what is actually healthy attachment or not. I feel like this masculine, again, just doesn't want anybody that feels needy or clingy, but I feel like this is a misperception on this masculine. I feel like, again, this masculine, and again, cross-watcher, masculine cross-watcher, if you're checking in, Spirit's telling you that there are such things as healthy attachments, okay, and toxic attachments. So it's about understanding the difference between a healthy attachment and a toxic attachment. So maybe there's someone that you've dealt with that you thought was clingy and it just seemed unhealthy, and maybe you chose to not take that decision and you made another decision that didn't seem as clingy, but then you shortly or over a period of time learned that this connection wasn't healthy in some way, shape, or form, and it didn't serve you. And when you started to pull back, this person became very clingy and very toxic. So this is where Spirit's trying to teach you the difference between healthy versus toxic attachment, okay? I also feel like this commitment that is being broken, I feel like this commitment being broken is with this karmic here. And again, Spirit's saying, so whether, and again, collective, it's hard. Energy is very fluid. This reading could be for my masculines, okay? And not necessarily for you feminines, but for you feminine, you can learn where your masculine's at in this reading. I just feel like what Spirit's really saying here is that you can be attached to someone and feel a connection to someone, and it may not be healthy for you. So you have to use discernment to figure out if it's going to be healthy or not, right? You have to be able to use your experiences, the must-haves and, you know, the deal breakers to really, again, create a healthier pattern in your future, right? Using the broken patterns, the broken connections, the things you didn't like and the things you did like to be able to create those connections. Because again, you're going to still have intimate connections with people. You're still going to be drawn to people and have connections like that. So for you masculine, you're going to have to really figure out, again, through your past experiences, gaining the wisdom that was needed to be able to use that discernment to figure out, again, what's a healthy attachment and what's not here, okay? I feel like masculine, you're conflicted on whether or not you should get out there and mingle and meet other people. I would say almost yes, but also to no. It's an energy of, okay, just by going out there and mingling, it's not going to satisfy this lack of whatever this is that you possess that has you afraid of being alone. Okay, so it's about facing those fears of being alone before going out and mingling, okay? And I'm not saying that the person that you're coming through here for is not your person, but you do need to make sure before you go to this person, because you want to make sure that you're very clear and on the same page. I do feel like you're conflicted on if you should go out there and be single. Again, only do what's best for you. I know feminine's checking in. You're probably like, Empress Egypt, why are you telling my divine masculine to go date? Well, because you want your masculine to be very confident when it comes into your connection. You want this masculine to learn their lessons, right? Even if they've got to make more bad decisions, even if the separation takes longer, even if the separation is more painful, again, this masculine needs to fully learn exactly what it is that this masculine was supposed to learn before coming to you. Don't worry though, feminine, okay? Because this time here is taking place. It's happening fast, okay? So I do feel like, you know, masculine may be a little conflicted on, again, whether or not he should go out and mingle or she should go out and mingle. Again, Spirit saying, again, remember your dating patterns. Again, masculine, make sure you're paying attention to what's a healthy attachment and what's not, okay? Because again, it's not about the grass being greener on the other side, okay? It's about that grass being watered on the inside, okay? That way you can actually see the green grass, right? Because right now what's taking place is you get a house and you get the white picket fence and you get the green grass and you don't really water that grass and then the water dies and it's like, okay, well the water died. Let me go see this grass over here. This grass is pretty and green. No, it's not that that grass is green. It's your perception that it looks green. But if you get in there and you don't water it or you don't water yourself, the grass is still going to die. So it's about, again, noticing those patterns and acknowledging what's healthy and what's not healthy and fixing whatever's taking place within you before making a decision. I hope that makes sense, okay? So let's go ahead and clarify the final card here, which is this feather energy, being stuck, not being able to free yourself from this energy. Spirit, what's going on with this feather in reverse? Why is this feather here in reverse? Spirit, show me why the feather is here in reverse, please. Altered view. There it is, right? So yeah, it's hard to free yourself from something if you're not seeing it properly. And this goes back to that same energy of the grass being greener on the other side. You're just seeing things differently, okay? You're seeing it from a different perspective is all. It's not that you're wrong. Sometimes we have to make decisions in an altered view and make those decisions a few times in that altered view to be able to see that things aren't right. There's still things lacking. So then it's a way of being able to see it from a different perspective. And that's what this energy is. Yes, circling physical intimacy, okay? I feel like masculine, okay, whoever's masculine this is or whatever masculine I'm speaking to has had an issue with making decisions circling physical intimacy, okay? The touch, okay? The temptation, the seduction, possibly even obsession, okay? So obviously there's a few energies here, right? You know, masculine has outer influence. So masculine, you have outer influence. Your family has a big part to do with your decision making, or at least feeling like the pressure's on your back here. Feeling responsible for family here, but also being conflicted when it comes to intimacy, being conflicted when it comes to intimate connections. I feel like masculine, you've made some poor choices when it comes to your intimate connections. You felt connections, got into the connection, and then it wasn't what you felt. So now you're also conflicted within other energy and what you felt within other energy, wanting to know if what you felt was a real connection or not. Okay, so I know it's kind of confusing. I hope it makes sense for you guys. Obviously, whoever this is resonating for, it's going to make sense. I do want to clarify this alone card. Spirit, what's going on with this alone energy, Spirit? What is this alone energy about? Show me why this masculine feels alone and what this masculine needs to address within this alone energy. Talking again, communication, Splitsville, okay? So we have 3 cards now. This masculine For a majority of you guys, whoever's masculine this masculine has left the third party, okay? They're conflicted on whether or not they should get back with you here. This is why, again, they're afraid of being alone though, okay? So be careful, because if they come to you too quickly with this fast action, this quick, this soon, this communication coming through really quick here, it could be just because they are afraid of being alone. And again, you don't want to be with someone just because they're afraid of being alone. Yeah, again, dating, okay? They want to date with you because they're afraid of being alone. They have a fake profile and they're watching you. So they're trying to build up the courage to talk here. I mean, clearly Spirit's coming through pretty strongly. So for those of you guys dealing with this masculine energy does want to communicate, but there is a fear of being alone. So this is kind of a warning for feminine energy. Make sure feminine energy, you're learning what you need to, and you're seeing the red flags so that you can see if this masculine, when he comes to you or she comes to you, again, if they're in an energy of just not wanting to be alone and they're just kind of, flooding out with emotions here, it may almost be like a dream come true to you, femmes, and you may become blinded and not see things fully, and you may not see the red flags. So it's important to make sure that you protect yourself. We already saw boundaries here pretty clearly coming through. So this is about boundaries for both of you guys. I feel like, femme, this is about you creating boundaries where you can see through the bullshit, right? You need to put your foot down and be strategic with this person. And I feel like this masculine needs to express his emotions to this feminine. I feel like this masculine does want to communicate, does want to date, could be even kind of spying in on this feminine here. Very conflicted on whether or not the coming back together is going to take place. But remember, masculine, if you have a fear of being alone, you need to really pay attention to that fear of being alone. Why are you afraid to be alone? It's about being confident being alone and knowing your full value and knowing still what it is that you want, being directed towards, again, taking action towards the things you want. And not looking for someone else to fulfill you, okay? Again, it's about finding someone who matches you, right? Who's compatible with you, who has gone through the same things as you or similar situations to where they're at the same pace as you and they're headed in the same direction, projecting themselves and launching themselves in the same path. But remember, Spirit's coming through very strongly saying, masculine, make sure you know the difference between healthy attachment and toxic attachment, okay? Because there is a difference between the two. All right. So with that being said, collective, that's all I have for you guys. Drop a comment down below and let me know how this resonated for you guys. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up. Make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel for your chance to be entered into winning my subscriber giveaway, you guys. With that being said, I love you. Stay blessed. Blessed be. And I will see you guys later. Bye.